Hi, welcome to the next edition of Pokemon Standard. Today, we're going to be trying out Clefairy uh, in the format Standard. So the new Lillie's Clefairy EX is quite strong. It's built a bit around the concept of Area Zero Underdepth, so as a way to make your bench have a lot more options on the bench. You can do a lot more damage with a single Clefairy hit. You have the ability in this deck as well to be able to just kind of reduce the prize hit with a couple copies of Lillie's Pearl. So that's a little interesting as well. So if you like Clefairy, make sure you let me know in the comment section. Smash that like button, subscribe so more people can find this content. Let's get into the deck list. Before we do, make sure you subscribe too. We're on our way to 2,000 subs. Let's get there. And let's get into the deck list. So our deck, we have 3 copies of the Teal Mask. Pretty good card overall. Lets us put grass on our Pokemon and just keep drawing cards. We have 1 copy of Squawkabilly. Nice way to discard our hand, draw a new one. Ursula, nice little closer that we can maybe, get a nice 240 damage, get that sweet KOs. This deck is really built around Latias. And I keep saying it differently every single video. Sorry. And then we have 1 of Mew. We have 3 copies of the new Clefairy. A couple copies of Rotom, and then we have our Hoot package. And this actually is a pretty decent build for Hoot because we have a decent amount of Terra Pokemon, which is one of the biggest gripes I had with the other deck that I was playing Hoots in, and I was not a fan. I will feature that deck probably in the next coming weeks. For trainers, though, we have full rounds of Level Balls, 3 copies of Ultra Balls. We have 3 Vessels, a couple of Judges, 1 Catcher. We have 4 energy switches, so we can move the grass energy from our Teal Mask onto anything else we want. We have a couple of stretchers to get our Clefairies back. Boss's orders to get the right hits that we want. 3 underdepth, I should say. A couple researchers, couple energy retrievals, and of course 1 Iona as well. We have 6 and 3 on grass to psychic energy. And that is our deck. Let's see if this deck can compete in Standard. Okay, not a bad start. We're going to do this. 1 energy switch. 1 catcher. Grab. Could get Fan Rotom. Seems pretty reasonable. Thought about also maybe getting the Teal. That seems pretty nice too. But this should set up better, I think, for next turn. So get another Hoot, a couple of Noctils. And we'll go ahead and put the energy here. And say go. So our opponent's Pokemon is on the Hop stack. This deck is very good at sniping, small threats, able to just kind of knock out this Hoot and maybe 30 damage somewhere else on the bench. So it is quite annoying of a deck, to be honest with you, but so he's gonna definitely KO this Hoot in the active. So one of these are not going to work all that well. I'm assuming our opponent is going to select cards he's all going to play this turn. If he doesn't, it definitely means we need Iona, which makes a lot of sense here because we definitely want to disrupt this. Hops bag. Okay. Gets a couple Hops Pokemon. And draws him 7. Pretty good. Okay, puts a little bit of damage on Clefairy. Judge. So I think, oh, that's right. I don't have a Terra Pokemon. All right, shuffle that back. I think I get Fez. It gives me 3 cards. There's a Psychic. So I definitely need to keep getting through this. There's my area. 0, that's really good. So that means I get to make my Clefairy get to deal a lot of damage this turn, which is very important for 200 damage. Say go. So next turn I get to equip this on again. I think for the most part, they're resistant to grass. That's kind of sucks since one of our primary backup attackers is grass. So It is a little weird that we are facing the matchup where we're not doing all that much, but you know. Okay. Yeah, you discard something. Mm-hmm. That way this gets better once you evolve it. Question is, do I care enough to play this boss's order? Do I just really go for a judge? Probably should put the feds into play, right? No? Seems a little weird to me. But okay. Mew. A little bit more damage. 240. I think I do this. Makes a lot of sense. I think I need to hit this one on the bench. It has no damage done to it. Draw 3 cards. Okay. And KO. Hoo hoo. That's interesting. So I can put that on here. If you could do another 90, that would be not enough to KO, so. Duraludon might be evolving this turn, though. He has 2 metal energies. You could easily do that. So I put this here to reduce his prize payout. I don't think there's a world where I want to actively boss's order this into play. Unless 220. Actually, you could argue that it might be the better line, because this here actually can be KO'd by this pretty easily. So I think that actually is correct. I'm going to play a Hoot Hoot and the Pearl. What are you doing the 30 towards? So I have 150 counters on Clefairy. 180. She weak to it? Yeah, she is. Okay. All right, put Mew into active because it can be retreated for free. Go ahead and grab Clefairy number 2. And go ahead and do that. Draw 3. Energy switch. Not exactly what I'm looking for. So I could do that. Ultra Ball. Get rid of this. This. I think I forced it to not work. Because I really want to draw. With Mew. I need a psychic energy. Sure. I can't really attack. I can't make any successful attacks here. So I think I retreat, put Knocked Out into play. Go. That's only because I don't really care if this gets KO'd. Right? I need this to stay alive to be able to do the good attack here. And Knocked Out, and I guess I could have done Rotom, are the weakest cards in my bench. If I put Squawkabilly, that would be really bad because then he gets 2 prizes. And actually, I guess Knocked Out doesn't even get KO'd here. It just gets 90 damage. So he has another backup here. So 30 plus 20. You're going to KO this. Take 1 prize. Is that 200 damage? 180. Not enough to KO. Not helpful. I need to find, I guess, a vessel. And actually, I have to take this, I think. And a stretcher. Seems logical. Do that. 260. Okay. And KO there. Okay, so if he does KO, he takes one prize. That actually is very good, right? KO's here, we play Clefairy. Retreat the Mew. We're able to energy switch plus Night Stretcher to get back a psychic energy. And able to attack again. So we just need a 2k prizer. And he needs to take out 3 prizes. We can probably get this game. It's definitely a long, grindy one. Opponent. Alright, so you have a evolve here. I think it doesn't matter what he does. I think I win. Oh, 300 damage. Is that too much? That might be actually the deciding factor right there. But he needs to be able to actually retreat this for that to work. Thankfully, that only does him. Switch. Okay. So that is a little bit more interesting of a game. So he takes 1 prize. Do I have another little pearl in my deck? I do. So we have to figure out how we're going to win this game. I guess if I draw exactly a boss's order, that would work. So let's draw 3. See what we get. That works. See if we could use this first. That's good, because then I could save this for something else. $240. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but so if I use this, I don't have another energy switch. So how do I get another one set back up? I guess I have Ursula. So Ursula should do the last 240. Okay. That's good. Just hold little Lily's pearl. Hold. Because if he could remove that, he could probably win this game. For sure. So, I guess you're gonna. Oh, nothing. Good. So he KOs this, gets 1 prize. I guess unless he has a boss's order, he can KO this and get 2 prizes and he can win. So it technically is all down to what he does this turn. I think he already used Professor's Research, though. So that gives you 1 prize. And we just KO with this. And win. All right, 1-0. Let's get into the next. So this is very tricky. I don't really have much going on. This might be a very quick game because we got dealt with this. So I could have maybe attached energy and try to work towards restart, but doesn't seem very effective. So my best bet here is to, I guess, just hope we find something more relevant within our next 2 draws. This is not looking great, though. Professor's Research, okay. Come on, Dak. Give me a good card off the top. Give me a card that facilitates this hand. Please. Teal Mask wouldn't be that bad, right? Because it's a redraw. That's kind of what I actually wouldn't mind here. The issue is I have nothing really put into Muse the active. I guess, I mean, is Iron Bundle worth anything? The advantage Mew has, of course, is the fact that it has no retreat. Which does give it some inherent value being the active. But you can't let it really be KO'd. Please give me a good card. One time. I mean, that's just not helpful. But I guess I'm on the squawk plan. Deal 20 damage. Good work. Is it better to KO this or that? I think I'd rather just draw any card just to facilitate this hand a little bit more. Okay, that's useful for next turn. Yeah, go squawk. So next turn Iona, hopefully draw into something more relevant. So a Ultra Ball. Opponent's thinking a minute. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's going for the Belly Bolt. I was like, he probably would be evolving this. Not here. I mean, that definitely will kill this. Okay, 2 energy. Not enough to attack, though. That's for sure. Good. Very useless. I guess we do that, even though I really hate doing that. That just really powers up the Belly Bolt. Grab a Clefairy. You could argue that I should have got the other guy, but it's gonna be very tricky to get this Clefairy win. Oh crap! I don't technically have any Terra Pokemon. So now what? So maybe I should have grabbed the Terra Mask, Teal Mask. Seems like it's one of those things where I mean, it'd been nice because I would have broken another card and it would have turned on this, but not getting Clefairy is a little bit more of a pain too because this deck does primarily want to attack around it. Okay, so not enough to attack again or attack at all. Oh, he does. Okay, so this gets a KO. Question is, what am I doing this turn? I think it's Mew into the active because it could always be anything, right? That's kind of like the key factor here. Ultra Ball. Pitch those two. Grab Teal. Draw a card. Draw a card. I guess I judge. Ursula. 260. Goo. So that's a pretty good knockout right there for us. Hopefully he doesn't have another Bella Bolt, and he can't really regenerate his mana, his energy like that. So it's kind of what we're hoping for here. Otherwise, we have to kind of struggle. So Voltorb looks like it's going to be the attacker going in this turn. So you might have another electric energy that he's just going to attach and deal 120 or something like that. 20 more. 1, 2, 3. That's 60. So 80. 80 damage to 110 for Clefairy. Do you have a Bella Bolt? That is the real question here. Okay. So if he does Bella Bolt and puts it into play, we have a shot, right? So we think we're okay. Because our goal here, we could easily retreat the Clefairy when we get down to it. Like these two, it seemed like they're pretty good together. We could just retreat and attack with something else in the interim. I mean, regrettably, right now it's not enough damage, right? Because I can't. He cost 3 to attack. So there's the Bell Bolt. Question is, do you have something else to go with this? How much energy can you equip? I really want to get rid of the available again. It's going to be very tricky to do this. So this is 100 damage. I think that's right. So if I do Ultra Ball, get rid of these two. Grab a Octal. Oh, that's helpful. So I think I do this. Get rid of this. This. Get this, I think. Evolve. Take a boss's order. And wait a minute. Yeah, boss's order's right. And one grass energy in the yard. I guess it's okay. $260. That's not enough to KO here. But I gotta go for it. Is there anything I could do? Just get these as extras, I guess. Get rid of the judge. Okay. Do I need this psychic energy anywhere? Probably on the Clefairy. So attack. And go. So this is definitely working in my favor, right? So if he does get this out of the active, I have Prime Catcher to put it back into the active. So I also think I'm very likely to draw a energy switch, right? It seems pretty likely. I have not found one yet. So there's a good chance that I might just find that and be able to move this over to here. Good. Nothing. Now we have a backup attacker ready to go. There's the energy switch. And yeah, just KO. And move along. So I'm pretty sure we're 1-0 right now. So this will be 2-0 if we somehow win this game. Seems very likely. So Voltorb's going to come down. It's probably going to KO this. And we're going to move and pivot, put this into play, play Clefairy down, put that energy, equip the grass here, move it over. So we still have a backup attacker as well. And oh, that's not good. So I guess we get rid of these. And I guess there. To have the least amount of inherent value. But then again, these also are all double prizers, which you could argue is bad too. So that does mean if he gets another Bellabolt, we probably won't be able to knock that out as easy. So now he gets 2 energy back. Like I said, we definitely put... I guess it doesn't matter who we put into play, right? Because this will discount anything. So this is 30 times 3. That's 120? 150? It's not that much damage. When you really get down to brass tacks, it's not that much. There's 100. So you have 3 prizes remaining. I think I just put this into play. Ultra Ball. Draw 3. Okay, equip. And I think that's it. 210. Go. Oh, both active Pokemon. Not just him. Okay. That makes more sense. I don't know why I thought it was just him. What do you got, opponent? Okay, passes. All right, we're just going to KO and move this along. Okay, so 2-0. Let's get into the next. Pretty sweet. All right, so we're facing. Not sure what we're facing. Who plays this? Oh, Slowbro. I definitely don't want those because I'm going to be pitching this hand. Take one psychic. Actually, maybe I should have dug more. Just because I could have pitched it and got it back. Next turn, I guess. So this is definitely Slowbro. I'm pretty sure of it. That's the only deck I've ever seen have that card. Because you try to reveal it off the top of your library. So you could deal the big ability. Actually, wait. This card was primarily seen last season in Regidrago. So maybe I still feel like this might be a Slowbro list. I think it is. But do a little bit of a jet energy so that way I can't play a item this turn. Get rid of the Fan Rotom. Because it's the least important card on my bench. Okay. I was kind of hoping to actually research there, I think. But okay. So I can't use these. My hand is kind of useless now. These attacks here. So I think I equip this energy here. And for 20. Alright, so I can get a supporter card now. Seems pretty good to get those two. So I could equip here, hit for 20. Not enough to KO. I also could do this. Draw a card. Make you retreat. And I'm only doing this so that way I can play that. And retreat. Put that into play. Say go. So that's a little interesting. I guess I could have energy switch, but that's not enough. I need 3 grass. So what are you trying to KO with this? You really needed the final Volform, I think, to really do anything meaningful here. Even 50 on the Suhu is not enough. I mean, that's fine. I guess it makes it where you can put Badu back into play, which will stop you from using that. So I guess that works. So I think I'm going to judge. And you get your Duskull back? Sure. And replay it. Makes sense. Iona. Again, watch him give me a handful of items. Close. Close. Get rid of that. That. Here. I think that's the right call. There's the Slowpoke. All right. So what sucks about this matchup is this deck is typically a 1-for-1. So we're going to be doing a lot of KOing just to be able to get this to work. So we do this. Grab. Guess that. Doesn't really matter what I grab here, I don't think. Ooh, that was close. It says 120 damage. I mean, 220 damage? I think I have to KO here. That's his card draw engine, so we'll take that out. As I go. So, I think that's the right call. Like, yeah, his Bidoof stays all around, but I think I have to take his support pieces like that. But I think that's what makes him actually, you know, have a better shot of winning it against us. There's another Xatu. Okay. So that's a redraw. These are deck cards. I wish I could just pitch them away. So 50 damage more if he wanted to. There's no way he does it yet, right? He saves it. Okay. There's a Slow King. What you got? $50. That's a KO. Okay. I mean, I'm not complaining. Because this is a single prizer. And you could definitely keep taking that. Wait, what did he take this time? Oh. So you could definitely put something on top. And then do a good attack. So put grass here, KO here. 300 damage. That's interesting. It's kind of like... It's kind of like... Like and rock. Alright. Draw 3. I have nothing to evolve. KO the Slowpoke. Or Slowbro. Alright, 2 prizes left. Not sure what I can KO, though. Because it looks like it's going to be minimal of 2 more attacks. Alright, draws a new hand. Assuming you get double psychic energy here. Nope, Slowpoke. Unless you're slow rolling it. You could be. That would be something that seems logical. Why not? Why not? So, if I use Ultra Ball, assuming he attacked with Slowbro, right? That's what I'm under the impression here. Well, assume he's Slowbros. Nope. Okay. That might be game. Stop that. And scoops it up. 3-0. Let's get into the wrap-up. So what did we learn this week about this deck overall? We went 3-0 with the deck. Feels really good. Much better than last week's. I'm assuming it was last week's. Like and rock. So overall, I think I like this deck a lot. It seems pretty reasonable. So if you haven't checked out Like and Rock and the other decks that I featured on the channel from the brand new set, go check them out. I've done Bellabolt. I've also done Wailord. So go check out all those videos. There should be linked at the end of the video right now. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this deck overall. 3-0, pretty solid record. I think this could be a decent deck for the future. Clefairy EX is definitely one of those cards I think is actually really strong. And the fact that it is an EX, that if you pair with Arven, potentially in the future, like this Lily's Pearl is just really nice. Having a great attacker that only gives your opponent 1 prize with a lot of health. I like that. So, but until next time, hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you guys next time. Shout out to all my supporters, and if you want to see any other content from me, check out either one of these 2 videos and playlist. And I'll talk to you soon.